From Phoenix, Arizona, players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the National League All-Stars. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Back up the middle. Marte gloves it.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so that has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Grounder down the line at third. There's one. Over to Bell for the double play. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matt, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maybin. First pitch on its way. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Tough to end an inning on a better play than this as he takes this one right out of the air. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Jay Happ gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Jay Happ, big, tall guy, about 6'4", 215 pounds, has really put things together. Not overpowering, but pinpoint control. Reminds me a lot of former AL Cy Young Award winner Cliff Lee. Control with really good stuff. Good fastball, good changeup, and his curveball is getting a lot better.
Digging in, Christian Yelich. It leads. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and one strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Happ has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this in a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often. You need at least one or two guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Infield in all around. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Ground ball right side. Torres scoops it up onto Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll get us started in the top of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Oh, but it's off the balcony. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Giancarlo Stanton now. In there. Now the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Comes set and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D.
The catcher.
And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off the second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball. Hit it hard.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And that's up onto the walkway. Way out of here. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
The first base.
Edwin Encarnacion now.
Encarnacion.
As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Austin Romine.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. First offering on its way.
For the National
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Cody.
And there are our umpires
Bellinger.
calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one. Coming to the plate now, Gio Urshela. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Around first, he's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
And this one bounds around against the wall.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Standing in now, Torres, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is Contreras, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Here's Cameron Maybin now as he hits one on a line to left field. Yelich is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Strike taken to throw. And he is out at second. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Foul ball toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Count still at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Maben on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. Ready for another chance, Gary Sanchez. As we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Bellinger racing back into the pool area and gone. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His second of the game as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Your attention, please.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound.
Number 21.
And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here comes another 0-2. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion as this lead swells to 7-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Urshela makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. Seven runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they win, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
High and deep to center field. Martin ranging back. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the Bombers have it going here as this is also good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity.
And hang on, he's out. Gunned down. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A windup and the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, fastball swung on and missed. And for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting.
First offering on its way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. That's a base hit, their first of the game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Back in standing. Josh Bell the next to hit. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on a defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Fouled off. Baez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game. And now at the plate, Torres. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The second base.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
Torres
gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another.
Now
stepping in now, Cameron Maybin. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bumps behind him.
The right fielder, Aaron.
In now, Aaron Judge, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. down into left center for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Runner going a second time. Strike called. Now the throw down. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second. 2 out, nobody on. And right into the shift. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So 2. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rendon hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Anthony Rendon becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Into the box now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. Again, he sends it out of play. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down. Stepping up now, Edwin Encarnacion. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Hard hit toward the hole. Baez has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
In now is the Yankees DH, Austin Romine. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. High in the air out to center field. Marte is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
So striding forward now, Gio Urshela, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but don't.
Story plays it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. To start things out in their half of the 6th. as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And that will bring an end to the appearance by J. Happ. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. He froze him on the fastball there. Trevor Story is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Standing in now, Ketel Marte, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Urshela has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Christian Yelich. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 1-2 and up at a 9-0 deficit. Luis Castillo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here comes the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop. And the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Bellinger is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Settling in now, Aaron Judge. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge as this lead got even wider. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Giving chase is Bellinger. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Catcher.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Offered out and missed. Here's the throw. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. Stanton on third with 2 out. Bullet back up the middle. Marte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
Gentlemen.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away.
The shortstop, Javier.
0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. NL down in order. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. So striding in, Edwin Encarnacion. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In now, Austin Romine. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for 1. Over to Bell for the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Gio Urshela. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater. 0-2. But Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
Bellinger is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Stepping into the box, Nolan Arenado. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rendon,
as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base.
Torres moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's set, and the pitch.
Good.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Maben will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the National Leaguers. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. So stepping in, Torres. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Line towards center field. Marte is right there, one down. Digging in now for the Yankees, Cameron Maben. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 99.
Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. Digging in once again, Trevor.
Leading up for the National League.
Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. He'll try again, 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1. Yeah.
And that finds the target, 0-2 now.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
He froze him on the fastball there. Ketel Marte goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. In is Christian Yelich. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes, and it's fouled away. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The New York Yankees scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Jay Happ gets the W on the mound. Hyunjin Ryu permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs.
From
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In Game 3 of the NL Division